Hello guys, this is Vintage by Shuchita. Recently I've got a chance to meet the mayor of city Aurora. I was fortunate enough to get his time. He was so warm and welcoming. I meeting him at the first time, it never felt like the same. It was like I've been known him for years. So we captured some of the conversation which I would like to share with you. It was really amazing talking to him, sharing the views over the immigrants who are coming to Canada. And he himself has moved long back to Canada. So it was so amazing to see a person coming here and getting to a mayor position in the city itself. So it was so amazing to share thoughts with him, and it was so amazing to hear all of his experience about being in Canada. As soon as we entered the office, we saw several art galleries in his office, and there was a lot of rock salt on display, and it was a kind of rangoli and mandala art which was being showcased using salt. So this was so amazing to look at, and it talked about Himalayan salt as well. So it was really amazing to see that. And on top of it, we saw several paintings which were displayed there, and it was from some Indian painter only. So it was really a proud feeling looking at it. If you can see here, exhibition by Vicky Talbar. So those were like beautiful paintings all over being displayed, and it was showcasing a lot of flavors of being in Aurora. So looking at it was so beautiful. Views was really amazing. His office seems to be like center of art. There was so much beauty being captured on the walls in the form of paintings, and then there were a lot of artwork which was being displayed. Some old antique stuff was also on display to look at. So we haven't got much chance to explore that completely, but yes, we did roam around a bit where we could catch the glimpse of the exhibition, but we were on time, so we didn't need to wait much. We just had a very quick view around. This is the mandala art I was talking about. This is all made up of colored salts. We were just called in after hardly a wait of 3 to 4 minutes, and we tried to capture the conversation. I really hope you will enjoy the talk. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, but it might be, they have their own notions with respect to some other country if someone is coming from Iran or Iraq
No,
or
absolutely, yeah.
whatsoever. So when they come over here, there is a change, right? And that change is very hard to absorb. And if that person is not well aware of those changes which he is going to face, it is going to be a very hard time for him.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what actually that happened with us.
Okay.
So I didn't want this to be repeated with someone who is coming here uninformed. So this book I have written just to make those people aware what to expect when you come over here.
Yeah, no, that's great.
What should be,
Yeah.
what should be your correct expectations, because everyone lives in their fancy world.
Absolutely.
No word is perfect, no
Yeah.
country is perfect.
Yeah.
And if you're assuming, oh, India, I don't like India, let me go to Canada, that's a good country, it's not like that. India has its own pros and cons. Canada has its own.
Yeah.
So you have to embrace both wherever you are.
Absolutely.
So that's what I tried to capture it, and I thought to present you, because who else will be the right, ambassador for this to, promote, like,
Yeah.
The people should read this book.
Absolutely. I like I said, I'm looking forward to reading it, but I think it's a great concept, like what you said about the fact that there's people that we have immigration happening all the time, and people are coming over this country, and they're coming over with expectations, as you mentioned, that that everything is going to be great, and it's not. Things are you're gonna hit roadblocks, and I think this is a great book that to be made available to those that are coming into the country to have that understanding, or even those that maybe are before they come,
yes,
to have that what can you expect. And even though you might be coming from a different country, as you said, you're going to encounter a lot of the same things. Whether it's like those roadblocks, but you also have to have an understanding that some days might be down, but some days are going to be really good, and you're going to see why you did want to come to this country.
So true. You need to have an informed decision. 100%. That information is very necessary.
Yeah.
If you don't have the right information, you are going to, I think you'll feel shattered coming over here, and then you'll blame Canada. Yeah. Oh, Canada is not like that. Oh, it's not like that, because you had half-cooked information.
Mm-hmm.
So if you would have done the right research, if you have been mentally so much prepared, because this is a huge change, moving from one country to another country.
Absolutely. I think back, my parents came here in the 60s, but when I talk to them, they talk about that as well. Like the challenges.
From where did you?
They came from Greece. So so the challenges coming from another, leaving your, the country that you grew up in, and before you even have, so you're still young and you're coming over, and there's no one around. There's really no family at that point. Yes, everyone else came after, but leaving your country behind, and leaving your family and friends behind for something that you have no idea.
So true. And you have your own comfort zone with your country, right?
Yeah.
You feel connected, and somehow you don't have that fear factor in you,
mm-hmm.
right? But when you go to an unknown place, an unknown world,
mm-hmm.
so there is a wraparound of fear.
Mm-hmm.
That makes things worse.
Absolutely.
If you have the right information, you will not be that much fearful.
Yeah. And it's great, and that's what makes this great. And like I said, I'm looking forward to reading this, because I think that it provides people to have an understanding that even, like, let's say they read this after they come, and they're finding things difficult, and they read this, all of a sudden it gives them that notion that I'm not by myself.
True.
Right?
So
Others are dealing with the exact same thing I'm dealing with, and here's what I need to have an understanding, and they start to learn, and then they know that there's others out there, and we always say, right, that when you speak to other people and you find out that there's other people going through the same things that you're going through, it makes you feel a little bit better, right?
So true. Yes. So true. The point, you have captured it very well. Like, speak to the people.
Yeah.
That's the best way to learn things. Like,
absolutely.
And the people are so much welcoming. I must say that everyone, not a single one, everyone is so much welcoming, and they go one step ahead. If you ask X, they will explain you X plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the warmest thing I have, that's the best thing which I have liked in Canada. Like, everyone is so much welcoming. They will tell you everything, what best they know, and they will help you, try to help you as much as.
So that's what I always tell everyone too when they come to the office. Listen, you might not like my answer, but I'm going to tell you the truth and what can be done, what can't be done, and I'm going to, and we're going to try to work through things. But sometimes I can only do so much. But it's just about being honest and being respectful of each other, right? And so yes. But this is great. Thank you so much. Should we take a picture?
So this was our conversation. I really hope you liked and enjoyed it, and it was followed by the photo session. If you're someone who is thinking of moving to Canada or already have planned to move to Canada, I would highly recommend this book, and it will help you a lot. Really looking forward for your comments, feedbacks, anything which you like to share with.